Hey, if you want better erections or overcome erectile dysfunction, then stay tuned because today what I'm going to talk about is improving your level of sleep so you can get more testosterone and get more out of life. And hey, this is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years I've been a men's performance coach with African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac. And as a coach, a lot of times people miss this thing that's really important. I've talked about it before, but I wanted to come back to it with more research and give you that information. And that is on sleep. And specifically, I'm going to talk about what you need to do to get better sleep, the latest research, and the benefits of doing so. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you the one thing you can do right after sleep so you can get that extra boost you need out of your testosterone. And as always, if you like what you hear, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button so we can get some more of this information to you. And what I'm going to do is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the sleep science. And this is so very important, especially when it comes to just being a man and having that testosterone. Your testosterone builds while you sleep. And of course, the bursting and burning of testosterone is what fuels erections. All right, so the resting T levels for men is between 400 to 800 nanograms per deciliter. Now, for men who sleep 4 hours or less, it usually starts out around 250. And that's compared to men who get 8 hours or more of sleep, who start out with 600 nanograms per deciliter. Now, of course, your testosterone level changes throughout the day, but it's highest in the morning and starts going down about 20% throughout the day. Sleeping longer is great, but it's more beneficial with the quality of sleep that you get. Now, how important is sleep? Well, if you don't sleep for 10 days, you could die. Now, the best sleep for you would typically be between 7 to 9 hours. When we're talking about athletes, elite athletes, they can sleep a little bit longer. That extra time can actually give you a 15% boost in your level of testosterone. So let's hop into the latest research. Now, getting too little sleep and too much sleep can actually lead to you getting depression. Now, of course, getting depression from sleep is a downward spiral because you're depressed and you get less sleep, you got less sleep, now you're depressed. Everything is going in the wrong direction. Now, there's a lot of new science that's basically saying if you're not getting enough sleep or just partial sleep, what will happen is you're just going to lose out in cognitive ability. You're losing out in your memory. And the crazy thing about it is that you won't notice. You're just thinking, oh, I'm going along missing this 4 hours of sleep, but it's slowly adding up to you not being as smart as you should be. Now, of course, the way the world is nowadays, we have airports, we have 24-hour McDonald's, we've gone into this system where everything has to be available to you 24 hours, including the TV, including your phones, to the point that you're just up all the time. But here's the crazy thing that's necessary for you to understand. The more sleep you get, the actually younger and smarter you become. And we'll talk about those benefits in a second. Because for a lot of people, doing an all-nighter and getting that grind in, I only slept for 4 hours, I'm constantly working. Well, you're actually not getting smarter, you're getting dumber. So maybe that's the reason why you have to spend so much time doing work, because you're not being as smart as you could be. And of course, this is the most insane part of all this talk. This goes back into that depression side of it. The less sleep that you get, the more bad memories keep coming up into your brain. It's a sad situation. Let's go into the sleep benefits. The first being that it actually builds muscle. That's that testosterone growing in you. You have better weight control and your risk of getting injured is actually lower. You actually look better, you're more attractive, and it actually helps with your workouts. When you do get that amount of sleep that you do need, you actually lower your risk of getting diseases like diabetes, hypertension, heart problems, and for what we talk about, sexual dysfunction. So you also get lower fat building, improved skin and hair, better memory, and for a lot of guys, which is very important when it comes to losing weight, it controls your cravings. Of course, you get that better mood, and on a cellular level, your cells are repairing faster. And just on the flip side of that, if you're not getting that good amount of sleep, you're actually lowering your glucose metabolism by 30 to 40%, which of course, if you don't have that under control, it can lead to a lot of health issues. So let's talk about how to get that deeper sleep. Now, the first thing you want to do is really start setting that schedule. Use your phone, have your phone go off at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever time you need to go to sleep so you can prepare and get to sleep. You want to keep the room slightly cool. And I know this is going to hurt for a lot of guys, but alcohol and weed reduces your REM, that state that you need to be in to get your maximum level of testosterone and whole body repair. All right, so some basic things right quick. You want to do some light stretching before you go to sleep. That just relaxes your muscles so you don't cramp up while you're sleeping. And also, of course, like your mama said, don't drink a lot of water right before you go to sleep because you don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, disturbing your sleep. Now, of course, you don't want to eat a lot of food right before you go to sleep. It takes your body time to digest food to allow you to fully relax and go to sleep. Keep the room pitch black. Now, you want to make sure you're turning off the TV and electronics at least a good 2 hours before you go to sleep. If you're dealing with your phone, they do have the blue light app, so you can turn the blue light off. That actually helps out, but it's better if you don't have your brain overstimulated right before you go to sleep. And of course, caffeine. 10 hours before you sleep. Caffeine stays in your system for a while. You want the caffeine out. The other thing you want to do, and this is the part that a lot of people get trapped into, you need to control your monkey brain. That brain is just going and going. You're thinking about so many things. Here are some tips that'll help you control that aspect of things. The first being to meditate. Second of all, just read a book before you go to sleep. Nonfiction. The things that you have to do the next day, go ahead and write that down in a journal so you get it out of your mind. And here's a great one. Write down what you're grateful for. When you're grateful for the things that are going on in your life, your brain gets to relax, you get to relax and go to sleep. You also want to make sure you're taking them pets and put them into another room. You know, your dog may wake up, hear something, and they're just disturbing you throughout the night. And most important of all, especially when it comes to going to sleep on time, be consistent. Be consistent with everything that I'm saying, but when you're consistent with it, your body gets used to it and you'll be able to fall asleep faster. Now, here's some things you can do during the day that'll help you prep for the night. The first thing is get sunlight, especially first thing in the morning. It helps with your circadian rhythms and allows your body to understand that, oh, this is the morning. And at some point at nighttime, we're going to go to sleep. It helps your body produce the melatonin. It's a whole chemical set that happens just by going out and getting that sunshine. Of course, you want to exercise daily and eat properly. Those things help you to go to sleep. So the tools of sleep that we have to pay attention to, first of all, that mattress. If you have that 15-year-old mattress with the spring coming out, stabbing you in the back, something's wrong, dude. Get rid of the mattress. You need to change out mattresses every 10 years. For pillows, you need to change out pillows every 2 years. Now let's go ahead and break down that bonus tip. What can you do right after you wake up that will allow you to keep on increasing your testosterone? Don't eat. Fasting, doing some intermittent fasting when you're getting out of a good night's sleep will increase your testosterone level for every hour that you don't eat. So go ahead and look at doing that. So in conclusion, sleep can double your testosterone, make you feel better, make you less depressed. It helps at every level of your health. Deep sleep is when your body gets the most work in. Make sure you're shutting it down. Shut down the lights, shut down the electronics, shut down the dog, put it in the other room. And prep. Do like your mama said, go outside, play, get your exercise, get your sleep. Much better life. So the question of the day is, what do you do to make sure you get a good night's sleep? Leave the comments below. And of course, every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I go live, allowing you guys to go ahead and ask me questions and I get those answers to you, break down this subject even more. So if you like what you heard, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit the subscription button so we can get some more of this information to you. And this has been Uncle B saying, get your game up. Peace out.